folks. Welcome to Party Select, a podcast where two dudes and a guy who's their friend talk about the best, most important thing there is, and that is video games. As I said, I'm Kyle, and I'm joined by Shay. Welcome, Shay.
Hello. Hi.
And Cody. Hey, Cody.
Berghaus. Cody Berghaus.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we like to keep these podcasts evergreen. So let's not, date it by saying that we're playing 007 First Light and I just went to the Indy 500. Let's not ruin the evergreen nature of the podcast by stating the other things that we're doing. Hey, if you're watching
here's an evergreen comment. My kids were sick this weekend.
Okay, yeah,
This could take place any day.
Yeah. Hey, if you're watching, that means so much to us. Thank you. If you like what you see here, hit the little bell, hit the subscribe, do the follow. I don't know, kids these days know what to do. Figure it out. It's probably on YouTube. Welcome to Party Select. We're doing best games of 2005 is what we're doing here today. What is best games of 2005? You tell me, baby. It's been way too long since I did one of these. So what Shay, Cody, and I are going to be doing, we have a long list of video games that all released in North America. We go by the North American release in 2005. We go by the Wikipedia page that states the release dates. We go through, we pull all the games we're interested in, we collate them together, we cut a few off the top a little bit to make the list more manageable, and then we have a long list. Now we take this long list and through a series of scientific experiments and dissertations, we reduce the long list to a short list, which then gets further reduced in a vat of green goo into our top 5. We then order the top 5, and we crown a winner for the year. That is our process. If you're looking for more specifics into the process, we can't give them to you. It's a state secret.
What you described is more of a process than we actually follow.
That's so true. So true. So let's pop on over here so that the good folks at home can see our long list of incredible 2005 video games.
25. That's a pretty long list.
It is.
And we had about 20 that we cut from the original list.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a list of honorable mentions here that we're not going to read because it is just too long and would take too long. But it's like an extra 20 games. Let's go through the long list. What do you guys say? Let's jump right in.
Let's do it.
With Battalion Wars. Jay, you're up next.
Okay, thank you. I should have asked because I forgot. Call of Duty 2, Big Red 1.
Devil May Cry 3, Dante's Awakening.
Dynasty Warriors 5.
Fahrenheit, as the pretentious kids call it, otherwise known as Indigo Prophecy.
Far Cry Instincts.
F.E.A.R. Fear.
The first God of War, and not the 2018 first God of War, the actual first God of War.
Yeah, that one came out in 2018.
This is 2005.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Right. Guitar Hero.
Killer 7.
King Kong, Peter Jackson's.
I'm sorry, it's actually Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie.
I am
Lego
reading
Star
what
Wars.
It says.
Lego Star
Back
Wars.
off
the
my
video
Lego
game.
Star Wars, bro. That's mine.
Okay.
Medal of Honor European Assault.
Mercenaries. Playground of Destruction.
See, like, why did we even bother?
Cody fucked it up.
No, you did.
You did.
No. You're right, I did.
Cody was supposed to go after me.
Yeah, I totally did. I totally fucked it up.
Mercenaries, Playground of Destruction.
Mortal Kombat, Shaolin Monks.
Kyle, it's your turn.
Oddworld, Stranger's Wrath. Thank you, Shay.
Psychonauts.
Resident Evil 4.
Get off of my Resident Evil. Shadow of the Colossus.
Spartan Total Warrior.
Star Fox Assault.
Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Star Wars Republic Commando.
Super Mario Strikers.
and ultimate Spider-Man. Hey, did you guys see that? What's the name of the guy who? The name of the actor, Hank Mardukas, who was also
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons. You saw he was at like a game, a baseball game, and the company that owns it like played a prank on him and had a dude in a Spider-Man suit behind him with like a copy of the Daily Bugle. And like kind of like pranked him, so he turned around and there's Spider-Man there, and he's all like, Spider-Man. And it was like a fun baseball moment because baseball's so boring. We got to do like gimmicks to make people enjoy it.
See, we want these videos to feel evergreen.
Evergreen.
So you may remember 4 or 5 years ago, J.K. Simmons was at this baseball game.
Yeah, baby. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do now that we have succinctly and quickly gone through the long list, we each get to lock a game for the short list, and
not for the top 5, just for the short lists.
Yeah, so
that game can then still be cut. Yeah,
guarantee one gets to move on and be part of the discussion. It's always like something that we're super passionate about, so it would probably inevitably make it in there anyways, just to get it a little extra spicy in there. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but I'm going to lock in Resident Evil 4.
Why is that, Kyle? You like that game?
I don't know. Do I like Resident Evil 4? Am I a fan of playing Resident Evil 4? I don't know if I like Resident Evil 4 at all, you guys.
How long is this going to go? How long is it going to go?
Have you guys ever played Resident Evil 4? What about on PC? How about the PS2 version? Or the Steelbook special PS2 version?
Still going.
Or the special GameStop metal Steelbook edition, the launch edition? Or like what about like the cool preview disc on the GameCube you got for pre-ordering the game? Or what about like the Resident Evil The Essentials on PS2, the original release, or maybe the Essentials on PS2? That's the greatest hits versions. Do you guys? What if I said you could play the greatest video game ever made on an iPhone 4 that has it preloaded on, that hasn't had its firmware updated? What if I could say you could play Resident Evil 4 there?
An iPhone that you don't use other than to play video games on it.
That's correct. It also has Infinity Blade on it, which is cool. What if you get injured in the line of duty when you're fighting the Los Illuminados, and you need to use a first aid spray, or you need some ammo for your Red 9. Guys, are you still there?
So the first lock is Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that all you got, Kyle?
Is that okay?
Everything?
No, is that all right?
Is that it?
I could go get my non-firing Red 9 replica gun to really drive it home.
We don't need to see a gun in it.
I didn't want to hold the gun up.
Yeah, smart.
I'm
surprised one. That you don't have a Resident Evil 4 shirt. Because I know you have the Leon jacket.
Oh, I thought that was the setup for the jacket. Is where you were going with that?
Oh,
no! I'm surprised that you don't also own a shirt.
That's weird. I don't,
because you don't wear the jacket. You could wear a T-shirt.
Well, it's too small. I'm too fat.
I wasn't gonna say that. You just choose not to wear it, but you could wear a shirt. We got to get you a shirt.
My body chooses not to be able to wear the jacket.
Right. It rejects.
Get like a Leon
shirt. You don't have enough aura.
That is true. All right.
Okay, we will come back to RE4.
What are you gonna lock?
I'm gonna lock Shadow of the Colossus. Yes, amazing. Cool phone case for a thing that you use for like 2 days a year. I like Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
It's a good game.
How many copies of Shadow of the Colossus do you have, Shay?
I believe 2. No, two. I digitally own the Blue Point remaster,
Okay.
and I own physical Shadow of the Colossus and Team or Eco collection on PS3.
PS3.
I still have that.
That's a
Yeah.
good one. That's Shadow of the Colossus HD, right? On PS3? In that collection, I think
It is an HD remaster, yes. Blue
Yeah.
Point went in and they like remade the
Right.
visuals for PS4. Yeah, for PS4.
sounds
And
right.
I have that digitally. It was through a PlayStation Plus 1 month.
Nice. I just wanted to make sure you're a real fan.
Right. I did own it on PS2, but I don't own that anymore.
But you don't have like a horse or like
I
a sword.
don't. Nope. I
Or a
don't need to
Colossus in
be
your
a
backyard.
dork in order to enjoy things. But that's just me. Not
That doesn't
everyone
sound
is
right.
that way.
That doesn't sound right.
I don't need to be. I can be, but I don't need to be.
All right, Cody, go ahead.
I gotta say, I don't have a strong lock here. I don't have something that I'm like overtly passionate about.
Get ready to have all your games cut then.
Yeah.
You just admitted you don't care about anything here.
Boom.
No, it's not that. Okay. I'm gonna do the thing that I've done in the past, where I'm just gonna push forward a game that I don't think you guys will push through, because
Okay.
that's really where my struggle is right now. I'm pushing through Mercenaries: Playground of Destruction, which I don't think either of you have played, but I played the ever-loving shit out of this game.
I played it with you,
and I loved the freedom it provided, and just sort of this truly was a playground of destruction. Had a lot of fun with it, a lot of memories around it. I'm gonna push that through. Have a discussion on it in the short list.
Okay.
Are we going about cutting?
I'll get first on the cut job. Far Cry Instincts.
That's one of the ones on here I've not played. I didn't get into Far Cry until Far Cry 2. So
Far Cry 2 is like the one that sticks in my mind. Is like, I mean, I played a lot of Far Cry Instincts Predator, the console version of it that had like a map creator. I played a lot of that with my friends and really enjoyed that. But when I think about early Far Cry, it's Far Cry 2 for me. I don't know how you guys feel. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Far Cry. Thanks for being you.
I don't think either of you care about this, and I put it on here because I think it's worth shouting out. But Killer 7, do either of you like Killer 7?
I do like it. I wouldn't put it in the short list though.
Yeah, I weirdly don't think it's that good of a video game, but it's so interesting and weird. I mean, it's Suda 51, like that's every game he makes is weird and unique, and I think that's worth celebrating. I don't think the video game is that interesting. It can be, I think it's also like offensive in some ways. I don't know, but I do remember people talking about that.
I remember that.
But yeah, it's got a very cool visual style. It's sort of that cell shaded comic booky style, and also how it's presented. There's a lot of adventure gamey puzzle decision making on where you go. The combat's in first person and it does not feel good. The story is all over the place, but the characters are wackadoo and enjoyable in a very Suda 51 way.
There was a lot of that cool cell shading on GameCube. It was like this is Wind Waker, Beautiful Joe, Killer 7.
Oh, Beautiful Joe.
Yeah.
Banger.
Like of the three systems of that generation, GameCube always had like the crispest video out, and so I felt like that made the cell shade stuff pop a little more.
Well, just like the color and stuff. Like I feel like because GameCube wasn't keeping up with Xbox and PS2 from a power perspective, like most Nintendo consoles, and I feel like in that era in GameCube they really leaned into the colorful shit when so many other games were the grays and browns of the early 2000s.
I am going to propose cutting Oddworld, Stranger's Wrath. I think it had it had some really cool like unique guns. That was the thing I
Yeah.
remember most about it. First person shooter in that world. I very distinctly remember the marketing pitch for that game with like or not pitch, but the marketing spreads in magazine with like the can, like the soda can that had some crazy shit on it. Like that distinctly like stuck in my head. There's a lot of things I remember about the game, but I don't remember the game itself being particularly interesting.
Yeah, I struggle to remember like the full structure of the game. I know it was mission based, but I don't know if it was like you picked your missions to like go after specific bounties, or if they were just like in each mission there were some bounties you could get. But yeah, the gun thing was definitely the
all the ammo was like living.
Yeah, they're like
creatures.
little Furbies that all had different effects that you'd fire out of your crossbow thing.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a cool game. It was a cool game.
Yeah.
Between the two Star Wars games, I think I would have to cut Republic Commando instead of Battlefront 2.
Interesting.
I don't think that we need to cut either of those yet. Okay. Honestly. All right. Like, I'm not saying they're both going to be top 5, but I think they're both good enough to stick around for now.
Yeah, that's fair. Golly. All right, I'll do one of mine. Battalion Wars. I know neither.
I've not played that one.
Yeah,
I like that game a lot, but I primarily played it at your house, I think. But I liked the like very cartoony art style.
It was like Advanced Wars art kind of brought into 3D, and it had that like a very toy box feel, but it was an RTS on the console on the GameCube. I just remember it being really solid and just being a really good time. But I think the big thing that drew me to it was the art. Just because it had so much personality.
And a bummer that none of the sequels really captured anything that the original had from memory. I know there was at least 2 sequels, I believe. I know there was one on the Wii, and I think there might have been maybe 2 on the Wii. I'm not sure, but maybe that was part of the problem. It was the console it was on.
Yeah.
There are a couple on here that like I am not the biggest fan of, but I feel like one or both of you guys care more about. How about Ultimate Spider-Man? Who put that on here?
You were big on Ultimate Spider-Man.
That was like the only other Spider-Man game that I liked aside from 2. I thought was good.
Sure.
I liked the look of it. It played well.
Very similar to what we were saying with Killer 7 and some of the others. Like it's got that cell shaded, really saturated colors.
Yeah.
My memory is that it's like mostly just boss battles.
Huh.
Like I remember fighting a bunch of dudes, and I know you play as Venom for part of it too.
You swap between Peter and Venom.
Yeah, I don't remember liking it that much. Like it doesn't stand out on my memory like Spider-Man 2 does, at least.
It did have a cool cardboard cover that was like hollow, like a hollow foil cardboard cover.
Well, then never mind. Put it in the top 5.
So
I get it. Some of us care way more about just holding a physical box than the video game itself.
Yeah,
that's not true at all. It's not true.
There are probably other games that I would fight for
RE4
more.
being your favorite game, but
I'm good with that. There are probably games I'd fight for more than
I kind of thought that.
Okay.
I'm gonna Star Fox Assault.
I like Star Fox Assault a lot, but looking at the other games on this list,
about it.
Assault is really good. I know, like, I feel like people who love Star Fox only really like Star Fox and Star Fox 64. But I like Star Fox 64, but I love Star Fox Assault, which I feel like is
you like Adventures too, right?
I do like Adventures because of how weird it is. Yeah. I really wish they would make another one at some point. I mean, they never will, but it would be awesome. Also, Crystal is Bay. But yeah, Star Fox Assault. because there's like some on foot stuff that I think was pretty controversial in Assault. People didn't love. People also didn't love the tank missions. I like the tank missions. But the on foot stuff reminded me of what was Star Wars, was it like Rogue Leader that had the on foot stuff? Or I think
Rogue Squadron 3, I think.
Yeah. 3 had the on foot stuff. The on foot stuff in that and in Star Fox Assault kind of like blend together in my head a little bit in terms of how they feel and play. I think it's just the nature of them being on the GameCube and being a third person shooter that kind of like felt similar.
Well, and it's an effort to vary up the gameplay. Especially in Star Fox, like they're trying to do different stuff. I respect that, but when you have a thing that you do really well, it doesn't always translate to other types of things. That's how I felt I feel that way about Star Fox Adventures too, but I know you guys like it. Yeah, Assault, I don't remember caring for particularly much. Star Fox 64 is really the only one that I liked, and I don't even think that game is that good. Maybe that's controversial.
We can get rid of Assault. That's okay.
Man, there are a lot of good games on here.
Yeah,
2005 is an insane year.
Like there aren't that many that like I would put in my top 50 or whatever, but a lot of them are really good.
Yeah. Shaolin Monks.
Yeah, we have a lot of nostalgia
for it. I don't know. I don't know how
it's good.
Well, look, I just bought a copy of it, so Cody, when you visit in a couple weeks, we can play it together and find out if it holds up.
I think there's a reason we have nostalgia for it, for what it's worth.
Hopefully. I just I don't know that it's better than the other video games that are still on this list.
No. I was surprised to enjoy Shaolin Monks because I don't like fighting games.
Right.
And it's not a fighting game, but that's like, I played a lot of Mortal Kombat 3 because a lot of my friends were super into MK2. Okay. And I have never enjoyed fighting games. And then when Shaolin Monks came out, we played a ton of that. And I was like, oh, cool, I can enjoy Mortal Kombat with you guys.
Right.
There's still
combos. I have nostalgia
stuff,
for it also.
But it's just the way it's structured is more accessible, I guess.
Yeah. To different kinds of
it's
players.
that early 2000s era third person action game. Like there are a lot of them that were doing that kind of stuff.
Solid.
Yeah.
I feel like it had a good story too.
Yeah, like a cohesive story in a way that the regular kind of like fighting game stuff doesn't necessarily. Like they have big overarching stories, but this, because there are like levels you're playing through, it feels like a little more like a full story.
Yeah.
I hope it holds up. We'll find out.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to do the thing where we're comparing this game to like other games in the series. I feel like there are a lot of examples of that here, that like there are other ones in the series that are just way better.
Yeah.
With that in mind, Medal of Honor European Assault. I don't want to exclusively compare it to other games in the series, but I remember feeling somewhat let down by European Assault.
Really?
Because I loved Frontline so much.
Yeah, and Frontline is the best D-Day level for sure.
Yeah.
I think European Assault is a better all-around game. I don't know that any of the levels hit the highs of the levels in Frontline, but I think European Assault is, as a full experience, is better campaign. And on GameCube, maybe on PS2 with the multi-tap as well, but on GameCube, it had native 4-player split screen. And my friends and I played a lot of that, like competitive 1v1, v1 on some of those maps, and it was a fucking good time. I do think
comparing it to Call of Duty 2, I would take Call of Duty 2.
I really like Big Red 1. I especially like because it was an interesting attempt at adapting. because Call of Duty was PC for the first one, and then Call of Duty 2 came to PC, and they were like, well, we need to make a version of this for the console, and it was a totally separate campaign from what was in the PC version of 2, which I thought was really cool. I still think is cool. And it is really good. Shit. But I didn't, because I don't think we had a multi-tap growing up. So, I mean, I never played like the multiplayer stuff for Call of Duty 2. So I don't have that extra angle on it for me personally. But yeah, as a campaign, I think that campaign is better than European Assault.
Like realistically, I don't know that either of them are going to make it through, but if I had to pick one, I would pick Call of Duty 2.
I've not played European Assault, but I remember liking Big Red One quite a bit.
Okay.
When I played through all of them.
If we all really like that one, and then we should let European Assault go. Okay.
Boy, howdy.
We're in it now.
I want to have a conversation about 2 games I've never played, and I think each one of these games is one that both of you put on here.
Okay.
Devil May Cry 3 and Spartan Total Warrior.
Devil May Cry 3 is infinitely better than Spartan Total Warrior. It's not comparable. Spartan Total Warrior is a fun, rent it for a weekend, hack and slash third-person game. Devil May Cry 3 is, at the time, arguably the best action game ever made.
You like that kind of thing?
Yeah, if you like good combat systems and amazing combos and juggling and stance changes and weapons and an insane story and boss battles and fantastic graphics, interesting characters, if you like that sort of thing, then yeah, DMC3 is good.
What if you like the sort of thing where it's like hundreds and hundreds of enemies on screen at once for the first time ever in a video game?
Not hundreds and hundreds, my guy.
Yeah.
Dozens.
No,
not hundreds and hundreds.
Literally,
dozens. If you want to talk about hundreds,
it's on the back of the box, motherfucker. It's on the back.
Let's talk about Dynasty Warriors 5.
It's on the back of the box, Shay.
They can put whatever they want on the box, and you would know because you have all of them. I actually play these video games. I don't just put them on a shelf. And Spartan Total Warrior did not have hundreds and hundreds of enemies on the screen.
Damn.
I'm fucking air juggling you right now.
Dante, stop. I played Spartan Total Warrior last year on my Twitch channel. It was awesome. It was fucking awesome. But it can go instead of Devil May Cry 3. I know DMC3 is really, 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 really good.
Dude, it's so fucking good.
It's not my thing, but I know it's really good.
Especially because Devil May Cry 2 was such a disappointment. I didn't hate it personally because for me, I cared about the combat stuff and it was still really challenging and fun. But a lot of people hated Devil May Cry 2. So for them to come back with DMC3 and make it so much better, it was like, oh, thank God. It was such a relief.
I'll say, was it the first Devil May Cry you played on stream, Kyle? Because I liked
the first one.
Yeah, I liked what you had played. I think it seemed pretty cool.
You should play Devil May Cry, dude.
It was cool, but it sucked. It was cool, but I hated playing it.
I can see that.
Check those out.
Yeah. I shouldn't say it sucked. My experience playing it sucked. It did not suck. It's just not my kind of game. Like with the combos and all that stuff, I can't remember that shit. And it was really hard. There's very little tutorialization around a lot of the powers and stuff, and I just couldn't quite grasp it in the few hours of it that I played. I had kind of a bad time with that first one. But there were a lot of parts about it that I did like and thought were cool, but I just didn't, the moment to moment, I couldn't power through it.
Funnily enough, I'm like that now. Like really combo-centric action games are not my thing now because I don't have the patience. And I've not played Devil May Cry 5, but I've played all the other Devil May Cry games, including the DMC Team Ninja or Ninja Theory. I don't remember which one made it. Yeah, it's good. I like it. But it's very different. Right. And then DMC 4 and 5 are more the traditional. DMC 3 is the best Devil May Cry game. Again, I've not played 5, but 3 is definitely the best in my opinion.
Okay. Oh, I should also say I played Black Label 2. I know they had the greatest hits or the Dante's because there was Devil May Cry 3, and then there was another version of it. Maybe Dante's Awakening is that second release of DMC 2, or I mean 3. No, I'm all confused. There are two versions of DMC 2.
Re-released in 2006 as Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition, featuring retooled difficulty, mid-mission checkpoints, gold mode, and Virgil. So it's basically like an easy mode. Is that what you played?
No, I played the first DMC. But I was told by my friend that, hey, there are two versions of this game and you should get the second version because people agree it's better. Anyways. Man, your insults just bounced right off of my superior intellect.
It's the jacket. It's the jacket hanging behind you.
It's running interference for me, baby. I'm too fucking
protecting you,
my Leon. Help me, Leon.
So for reference, we have 13 games left and 7 spots. Maybe we do another round of cuts and then do another save round.
And then another round of cuts?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is tough.
You gotta say something.
I want to talk about Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Guitar Hero is very important to me. I never owned the first Guitar Hero. I had a couple friends brought it over to my, or I guess one friend brought it over to my house, and a group of us played it like all night one night, kind of figuring out what it was like to play a rhythm game on an instrument like that. It was one of the best nights of my fucking life. It was incredible. I felt like my brain had been cracked wide open. It was like, this was made specifically for me. It's incredible. Guitar Hero 2 is my ride or die. I don't think the set list on 1 is anywhere near as good as the set list on 2, and I think the note tracks in 1 are a lot more simple. And so it doesn't offer much of a challenge. I think like Bark at the Moon is like the hardest song on there, and that's like nothing compared to where they took it from there.
I'm just that good.
Yeah, I mean, I am. I played it. I mean, I should be good because I've played thousands and thousands of hours of various Guitar Hero stuff. I still play Guitar Hero 2 sometimes. I put it in the PS2, or I have Clone Hero on my computer. I play that. I've been playing that a lot lately. I think I can let the first Guitar Hero go because it's really like, I don't care as much about that one as I do the second one, especially when stacked up against these other games on the list. I don't know. How do you guys feel about it?
I feel like if this was like most important games of 2005, it would be a different conversation. Yeah. But I didn't get into Guitar Hero hardcore until was Rock Band the first one that had all the instruments, or was that Guitar Hero 3?
Yeah.
Like I didn't get into it until Rock Band and then Guitar Hero after the fact. So I don't have as much specific nostalgia for it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Oh man, I don't know what to pick here. I think I'm not going to win this argument, but King Kong. I know Kyle loves King Kong. Yeah, you're a tough guy.
That's right.
Ape together, strong.
Ape together, strong. I fucking love that game.
I know
that you love the no reticle shit in there. Yeah. I know that you popped off.
Yes, dude. There no reticles and like 3 bullets left. Like there's a button for your character to tell you how much ammunition they have left. Instead, like there's no UI. It's incredible.
I think it's got cool ideas.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's that fun to play.
It was really hard.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard because of a lot of that kind of stuff. Like it is very immersive.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it doesn't make it good.
A movie tie-in game.
Sure. No doubt.
It went so fucking hard, dude. Yeah. Love that game. I was playing an old PS2 demo, or maybe it was an Xbox demo disc on stream the other week, and there was a demo for it. And I was like, fuck. I was playing it. I was like, I need to play this fucking game again. It's so good.
I just think there's better stuff on here.
I mean, you're probably right, but
like we got a bunch of first-person shooters and third-person shooters still left.
But they all have reticles.
And
you know?
You're not wrong.
I mean, look, if you just want to keep killing my darlings, then
that's not what's happening.
It's just
your favorite game ever made is currently on the short list.
It is a character assassination.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cody?
I think we should cut it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm sorry. All right. Look, I'm gonna level
another
with
one of Kyle's darlings on here that I would absolutely cut, but I'm not gonna pull out that knife yet.
I know which one you're talking about, and you fucking better not, because I'll take
that
knife
there
and kill you with it.
I don't have very many games left on here that I really care about, so I'd like to have a conversation about 2 through 4. Are all 3 of those going through?
Dynasty Warriors 5 does not need to be in our short list. It is my favorite of the Dynasty Warriors games. Yeah. Kyle, you and I played a lot of 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
It's not that good of a game. Like, it is so much fun. The pop-in is crazy.
So?
It's very repetitive.
This isn't what is the least repetitive, least pop-in games list. Dynasty Warriors 5 is incredible in spite of those technical shortcomings.
Well, in that case, let's bring back Shaolin monks.
Then let's not cut Dynasty Warriors 5 yet. I don't want to cut it. I was trying to be fair.
Every character has their own campaign.
For what it's worth, I would take Dynasty Warriors 5 over Call of Duty 2.
I would too.
Okay, I'm fine cutting Call of Duty if you guys are...
If that's the conversation, then...
I mean, I do think there's other stuff to cut before Call of Duty 2, but I'm okay cutting Call of Duty 2.
I'm the last one of this round of cuts, so let's have that conversation.
Okay. Oh, there isn't that much stuff left. I said that, and then I don't even know if that's true. Super Mario Strikers, I don't think, is a top 5 game.
This is all Cody.
Yeah.
It's super fun. I like it a lot.
It's cool.
I love soccer. I hate watching soccer, but I love soccer, and Super Mario Strikers is super fun.
My problem with the list is I would choose that over 2 through 4 because, I mean, Call of Duty is Call of Duty, but I've never played 3 or 4. So that's where I'm coming in at, is like I just have to take your guys' word that those games are objectively better,
right?
Just because I've never played them.
What
I would take Strikers.
Have you played?
Have I played? I've played everything else.
Okay, so it's just DMC3 and Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, that I just have no. Yeah, correct.
Okay. Well,
I would take Strikers over F.E.A.R. I would cut F.E.A.R.
Nah.
No. Okay. All right.
Nah. I don't know that F.E.A.R. makes the top 5, but F.E.A.R. is fucking awesome.
F.E.A.R. Yeah.
The F.E.A.R. series is like one of the most unique first-person shooter campaigns I've ever played.
Do you guys remember the machinima? The like comedy machinima that was made in the F.E.A.R. engine?
Yes.
God, I think it was from the Red versus Blue guys.
Yeah.
Oh man. I used to download episodes of that and put it on my
F.E.A.R.
iPod
Panics?
video. Panics? Yeah, because it was like a different acronym. Panics.
Yeah, people acting normal in crazy ass situations.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
We can cut Strikers.
Sorry.
Yeah. We can cut strikers. It's all right.
Very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good fun time.
All right, now let's talk about 3 that we should move over. We have not talked about Lego Star Wars, God of War, Psychonauts, or Battlefront 2, really Republic Commando, or Indigo Prophecy. There are a lot of these we haven't even really talked about yet.
I mean, should we just talk about the rest of them? There aren't that many left.
Yeah. So, Indigo Prophecy.
Well, I mean, Call of Duty, do we feel like Call of Duty 2 should stay?
I don't know that it has to. I mean, like I said, I would take Dynasty Warriors 5 over it.
I'd probably take 4 or 5 games on this list over Big Red One.
Well,
here's the difficulty, though. I would take Big Red One over Mercenaries.
Well, it's already.
Well, it was a lock.
It's already.
So
there's a lock. So
for the short list, but I'm saying if we just move everything to the short list, then we're resetting.
We're gonna get down to 10.
Yes,
that will help us.
All right, we can call it Call of Duty. That's fine.
Okay.
DMC3 stays. DMC3 should move over.
All right, move it over.
It sounds like Dynasty Warriors 5 should move over.
Yeah, given what's left.
If we end up with 11, whatever, I don't think we need to make a hard line on 10 arbitrarily.
Indigo Prophecy. This game, I feel
so
like I have
passionate.
trauma with this game.
I'm so
I feel
passionate about this game.
I feel like this game's. This
I know
was my
you are.
first fully adult game. I feel like I played as a kid.
Yeah.
I feel like I have trauma from it, and I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's fucked up.
I just don't think that they've ever made a good video game. I think that as a studio, they have a lot of really cool ideas.
Yeah.
But I don't think that they're good at executing them. When I say they, I mean David Cage. I feel like his writing is fucking dog shit. And his characters are horrendous. Like, the people... No, I'm not going to make that joke.
I agree with you outside of Indigo Prophecy.
Remember the mini game where you play guitar?
Indigo Prophecy is his best
Hell
work.
yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
What was the PS3 one? With Origami Killer?
Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain.
I liked Heavy Rain a lot. Like the
Rain,
moment-to-moment writing in Heavy Rain is bad, but like the scenario setup
Also
and stuff, all the tech stuff was really impressive.
The twist is really bad too in that game. Come on, bro.
Okay. I'll give you that.
But you're right. Indigo Prophecy is the best of Quantic Dreams games.
Yeah.
And I know you like the weird shit. Cody, you like Indigo Prophecy also?
I feel like it's more important to my gaming history than it is like I think this game is good. You know what I mean? It has stuck with me for what it's worth. But like I said, I think it's because that was the first adult game. Like that was maybe the first time I'd seen boobs in a video game, I think.
But also, I think the way that it
gotta play more Grand Theft Auto, bro.
Yeah,
the relationship it has to failure is so different from every other game because when you fail at things, the game just changes. You don't redo it 9 times out of 10. Like it changes your path through the story when you fail stuff. So it feels like more. Each moment feels a lot more important and more intense because of that. There aren't really like do-overs. I think that's really, really cool. And I think that's a part of why it stuck with me.
Yeah.
I would, if I were to move similarly one over at this time, that's probably the one I would move over.
Over everything else. Over God of War?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We should keep it then.
I don't feel great about that, but yeah.
Sounds like F.E.A.R is a good lock then as well.
Yeah, here's what's hard. We need to keep F.E.A.R. We're definitely keeping God of War. We should cut Lego Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh man, that game is so good though.
Yeah,
that is the best Lego game.
Star Wars or Mercenaries?
The best Lego game. Why not both?
Because they're both not going to be in the top 5.
Well.
Well, for the sake of argument, because you love both of them, which one do you like one more than the other?
Yeah, I probably like Lego Star Wars more.
We cannot.
I would definitely keep Lego Star Wars over Mercenaries.
We cannot move Dynasty Warriors 5. It's getting down to it.
Really?
Yeah, we can undo that move in favor
of
Star Wars.
Let's wait. There are only 4 games left that we have not talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's wait before we move anything else over.
Okay.
Psychonauts.
Psychonauts is a fantastic game. I'm not personally passionate about Psychonauts. I think it's a fantastic universe, really inventive puzzles. I don't
Awesome
care that much about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, great art style. Like I'm not gonna get in a fight with anybody that wants to tell me how much they love Psychonauts. I just don't personally care that much about it. Frankly, I feel that way about a lot of their games.
I'm
like, yeah,
Psychonauts.
this is good.
I've never thought ever to go back to it though.
I was literally about to say I don't know if I would ever think about Psychonauts if I hadn't watched all of that Psych Odyssey documentary.
Yeah. Great content.
How incredible that their journey in making the second one was and how transparent they were in that whole process. I think that's incredible. That has stuck with me more than actual Psychonauts has.
I haven't played the second one, which I think speaks to my
the second
general
one is
about
really good. It is very
I'm sure it is. Like every game they make, except Kiln looks maybe kind of bad.
Well, sure.
But almost every game they make has been great. I don't feel passionate about any of their games. And I've played the vast majority of them.
Yeah.
But specific to Psychonauts,
Right, yeah, I think
it's fantastic. I feel like it's a lot of people would put it in their top 20, top 50 games ever. Just
because of how different it is. And I mean, I appreciate that. Maybe more than the next person does, but yeah, Psychonauts is really good. I like it a lot, but yeah, it's not if we're holding it up against these other games, it doesn't mean as much to me.
All right, Battlefront 2 and Republic Commando. I am on record personally as preferring the first Battlefront to the second one because I thought the hero characters ruined a bit of the vibe of Star Wars Battlefront. That being said, the gameplay is significantly improved. The graphics are significantly improved.
Missions,
the map variety and the missions.
Dude,
it's definitely a better video game than the first one.
Space missions, all the ship combat was so much better.
Oh, and they had a hero battle mode in Battlefront 2, right? Which is just heroes versus
Assault
or whatever.
On Mos Eisley.
And that's super fun. I remember the Mos Eisley level.
Yeah, they also had a mode on Hoth where you could play as the Wampas, and a mode on the forest planet Endor where you could play as the Ewoks.
You play as the Jawas or Ewoks, yeah.
Yeah, and you could play as Jawas.
You should have had Tatooine where you played as a Jawas.
I think you can.
That would be amazing. That would be sick. So yeah, I'm really passionate about Battlefront 2. I'm less passionate about Republic Commando. I do think it's a really fun game, but I think Battlefront 2 is better.
So we have 3 Star Wars games for our final 2 slots.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Lego Star Wars, Battlefront 2, and Republic Commando. I think of those 3, I would rather see Republic Commando go, even though I really, really, really like it.
When I just played through all the Star Wars games, I think Republic Commando was one of 3 S's I had given out when I was tiered them all. I love that game. It was the first time when I did that playthrough. It was the first time I'd ever beaten it, and that, seeing that game all the way through.
I really wish we would be able to get another one.
Yeah,
someday.
Yeah. Yeah, we can go Battlefront, Lego Star Wars for the final 2 slots. I think that's all right.
I mean, I would hear you on Republic Commando versus Lego Star Wars. I love Lego Star Wars too. It's just so much more simple compared to a lot of these games.
Yeah. No, if I had to choose, because here's the thing. For me, on my list, it would be Lego Star Wars and Republic Commando moving on. but I know that's not. We're not
And
going to
not Battlefront 2.
Correct. Given this exact scenario where like I only have 2 slots left, that would be it. But I know that we're not going to exclude Battlefront 2. So I would say as a game, I think Lego Star Wars is, it's silly to compare Lego Star Wars to Republic Commando because they're vastly different. But I think Lego Star Wars, the first Lego Star Wars, is the best Lego game period to date. And I think that's got to move on.
I could hear you out on that. I guess in fairness, there have been several different versions of Lego Star Wars, and so it's hard for me to remember
Lego
some
Star
of the
Wars
other
2
ones.
was the original trilogy. And then there was Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga or whatever it was called that combined the 2 games.
Yeah, and then there was the recent Skywalker Saga one that was like a full of all 9, which I really liked.
Yeah,
I really liked that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I think we move Lego Star Wars and Battlefront 2 for the final 2 spots.
All right, so our short list: 10 video games. Resident Evil 4, Shadow of the Colossus, Mercenaries, Playground of Destruction, Devil May Cry 3, Dynasty Warriors 5, Indigo Prophecy, F.E.A.R, God of War, Lego Star Wars, and Battlefront 2.
So right off the bat, there's no way Resident Evil is going to be somewhere within this top 5, correct?
Yeah, that's
no way Resident Evil is not. Sorry, Resident Evil is not going to be in the top 5. There's no way that's happening, right?
I'm comfortable with that.
What you just did, you walked into a packed auditorium with a bomb, armed it, and then diffused it, is what you did. Insane maneuver.
That's how I like to live.
Insane. Disrespectful to the people in that auditorium, by the way.
When it comes to someone's favorite game of all time, that has to trump other arguments in terms of making it into the top 5. That doesn't mean RE4 needs to win this year, but I do feel like it's fair to say it's in the top 5.
Can we agree? Shadow of the Colossus is a top
definitely
5?
For me.
I think so as well. I think so as well.
That wouldn't make me sad at all. I love that game.
Okay. So those are 2 easy locks, I think.
Okay.
This feels targeted at Cody, and I'm sorry, but I feel like Mercenaries and Lego Star Wars are hanging on by a thread on this top 10. I would also say Dynasty Warriors 5 can get cut.
We can go ahead and cut that one.
As part of that same vein. Man, that game was so fun. It was so fun.
Yeah. Hundreds of hours playing through every campaign, like grinding levels for items for your followers and stuff.
So many, so many fucking characters, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's a veritable who's who.
But if I had to rate that game, I would give it a 7 out of 10.
That's crazy. You're thinking too much like a critic and not enough like a human being, you know what I mean?
But that's the difference. That's my point. If I'm going to put on my critic hat, I would give it a 7 out of 10. That doesn't mean it's not super fun. I mean, I have a hard time. I have a hard time seeing God of War not making our top 5.
But if we follow logic that we had when we discussed the Indigo Prophecy of it all, Kyle would have Indigo Prophecy over God of War.
Oh,
so
yeah, but
I would have
Indigo Prophecy would be at the bottom of this top 10 for me.
I would have,
I'm just saying Indigo Prophecy would then also be on the top 5.
I think Indigo Prophecy is my second most important game that was on the long list.
I don't even know what my second favorite game on this list would have been.
Devil May Cry, right?
Probably Devil May Cry. It'd be close though between that and God of War.
I recently played the first God of War. I'm not going to speak to how it's held up, but that game,
right?
it did some cool stuff back in the day.
Yeah. Like I don't know that DMC3 will make it on here just because Kyle didn't really care for it and Cody hasn't played it. It's hard for me to let go of DMC3 and God of War as not being in the top 5.
I did not play DMC3. I just played the first one.
Oh, okay. All right. If you didn't like it, you're not going to like the third one. It's better, but it's still the same type of stuff. Yeah, I think I believe our top 5 is RE4, Shadow of the Colossus, God of War, Battlefront 2, and then fight it out over the 5th spot.
Battlefront 1 didn't it win that year? First Battlefront?
I don't know. Oh yeah, because I think that's the episode where you guys gave up.
Yeah, it was a weird year.
It deserved to win.
Yeah, if we gave up.
I mean, my vote for if those were 4, my vote for the 5th game would be DMC3, but F.E.A.R would also be acceptable to me. I do not think Indigo Prophecy or Lego Star Wars or Mercenaries belongs in the top 5. That's my opinion.
I understand what F.E.A.R did. For me personally, God of War, Battlefront, Lego Star Wars, and Mercenaries are all above it for me. Just wasn't and really still hasn't been my genre, both horror and first-person shooting games.
Horror games are not my genre either, and that's one of the things that made F.E.A.R, the whole series, stand out so much, is those games were terrifying for me to play, but the gameplay was so good, the guns felt so good, and the enemy AI was like, the Max Payne, like the bullet time stuff was so fun, and the enemy AI is like some of the best. Like, people still talk about the enemy AI in the F.E.A.R games. To be clear, that would be my number 6. But I would, I mean, I would still advocate for it.
Well,
I wouldn't be mad about Lego Star Wars.
I think we should cut F.E.A.R. I like it a lot too, but in the interest of having a little bit of back and forth.
Yeah. Okay.
Some democratization, because that would also be lower on my list of games on here on the short list.
Cut Mercenaries,
and then we should cut Mercenaries.
Okay.
3 spots across these 5 games left.
We need to green God of War. That game's in our top 5. Let's not be crazy.
I mean, yeah.
Well, should we green Battlefront 2 first?
Well, we're not ranking them. I mean, I think they should both be there. That would be my opinion.
And then it's between DMC, Indigo, and Lego?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. One for each of us. That'll go really well.
Well, I would happily take Lego Star Wars over Indigo Prophecy. For sure.
I do feel like Lego Star Wars would be the one we would all agree on.
Yeah.
And I think it is number 5.
Borderline insane to say that Lego Star Wars belongs on a top 5 list over DMC3, one of the greatest action games ever made. But considering the group of individuals we have, under protest, I could accept that. What I can't accept is Indigo Prophecy being on there.
Why? Why do you have this chip on your shoulder about it, bud?
I don't like it. I don't think it's good.
Yeah.
It's not a chip.
You need some salsa for that, bud? You want some guac?
No.
For that chip on your shoulder?
No, dude,
The
it's
Tostito scoop on there?
sweet and spicy barbecue ruffle.
Huh?
I'm not dipping that in salsa.
Spicy chip.
Oh, shit.
I can live with Lego Star Wars being at number 5 if that's our top 5. If we can all feel good with that.
I mean, I love that game a lot. I'm sad Indigo Prophecy no make it, but I know I'm give like it's important to Cody historically, but you have drama from it, and Shay, you hate the creator. It's fine. It's fine.
It's not just that I hate the creator. I don't think the writing and gameplay are fun in that game. Like a lot of that stuff, it has ideas, but ideas do not a great game make.
All right, Yoda.
Funny joke.
Funny joke.
We got 2 Star Wars games on here, so you know.
So are we doing that? Are we moving Lego?
I think
Sure.
so.
Okay. All right. So I think I agree. I think that goes at 5.
At 5.
Yeah.
What are we really talking about here? Are we really just talking about, is it RE4 or Shadow at the top? And then God of War, Battlefront 3 or 3 and 4? One way or the other?
Kyle, you
Like,
going to throw a tantrum if Shadow is 1? Because it's a game we all like? Or do you need Resident Evil to be up there?
All right, here's the thing.
Everyone grab a snack.
Resident Evil 4
refill
is not
your drink.
The best video game of 2005. I'm coming for you.
Ringing.
You're not coming for me, dude. You're not driving all the way down here.
The line from the beginning of the game.
But we can say it's not going to be God of War. It's not going to be Battlefront 2 at the top.
Right.
Correct. I think it...
I think God of War and Battlefront 2 are the 3 and 4 positions. I think that's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I would probably put God of War at 3, but I don't feel strongly about that. I'd be okay either way.
I think Battlefront goes above God of War for me. Cody, how do you feel?
Come?
I would put it above Battlefront, but, you know.
That first God of War is incredible. Battlefront 2 is out of this world, man.
Lame. Corny. Boo. Boo joke.
Oh, was that a joke?
No.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
I don't really
know.
mind either way. Obviously, I would choose Shadow over Resident Evil, but I've never played Resident Evil before, so.
Well, are we settled on the 3-4 debate?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
We haven't really talked about Shadow of the Colossus or RE4 really that much.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
let's talk.
I think I should probably talk about RE4 for sure.
Yeah. Tell me all about it.
It's a fantastic action game.
Yeah.
With an extremely fun story that deftly navigates between the macabre and the humorous. It has amongst the worst escort mission bullshit. Any escort mission is going to be terrible, and it is in RE4. In fact, the way that they get around that is you hide your escort, which it's like, why the fuck are you doing this then? I personally do not enjoy the tank controls. I know they have their fans. One of them is on this podcast. I think at the time it was a cool, different way to approach a third-person shooter. I don't think it was a good way, personally, to approach a third-person shooter, but I respect the effort of that and like the carryover from previous Resident Evil games. It felt in theme. I'm being very fair. Cody's laughing like I'm dragging this game. I'm not. I'm like I'm intentionally not trying to poke fun because I think RE4 is a good video game. I think the suitcase organization system is super cool. I think the guns are very fun. There's a ton of replayability. RE4 has one of the greatest merchants of all time in any video game. There's a lot to love about RE4.
Now, Shadow of the Colossus
is just a better game.
Incredible that they got the scale of that game on PS2. Like,
insane.
Truly.
Both in terms of scale of the bosses and the scale of the world.
The world, yeah. Yep.
Like, I feel like in this modern, like, TikTok, Instagram, Reel society, a lot of people would go play Shadow of the Colossus and be like, this is so boring. You have to ride your horse for minutes in between things. And I'm like, that's the goddamn point. That game is so contemplative and, like, depressing and sad with no words.
There are a couple words at the beginning, but
sure, yeah. Essentially no words. How many bosses are there in that game? 12, 16, around that range? I was shocked playing it how they managed to make them all feel so different. But they did. So different. Because early on you face like the first one in the furry guy, and you got the one with the giant sort of hammer scythe thing. You've got the flying one, you've got the water one, and you're like, okay, I feel like this is kind of it, right? But no, they make like they all feel so distinct.
And none of them attack you before you attack
dude.
Them.
I remember feeling like bad for them even.
Of course.
Again, without any sort of without any dialogue or anything,
force or whatever.
The game just makes you empathize with them. Yeah.
So that's where I'm coming from. I think RE4 is really, really, really good.
Yeah, I mean,
there are lots of things about it that I don't particularly care for.
Yeah.
I do not really find any faults in Shadow of the Colossus. I think because of its simplicity, it has aged beautifully.
That's fair.
I think the bow and arrow is not as good. That would be my biggest complaint. The sections where you need to use the bow and arrow against the different bosses and stuff, that aiming is a little bit wonky.
And if I recall, does that not get better the more like geckos you find or whatever? Is that the way that you sort of...
That sounds right.
There's geckos and apples, right? Apples is like overall stamina, and then the geckos help your like weapons sway or something.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm searching for a complaint, and that would be the one that I would come up with for Shadow of the Colossus.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
a good point.
Yeah.
It's a good argument.
But, you know, it doesn't make you feel like an action hero. It doesn't make you feel like the coolest character who's ever been in a video game.
You're not wrong. But it makes me
sounds to me. Yeah, it sounds to me like you just like to feel bad.
Oh, if I wanted to feel bad, I would try to headshot an enemy in Resident Evil 4. Because it feels bad to do that. Because the game feels bad.
No, you're thinking of the remake, Shay. You're thinking of the remake.
Yeah.
That's the confusion.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
honestly,
it's wrong.
nothing makes you feel more like an action hero than not being able to move while you're aiming. Every action movie I've ever seen, I remember watching Mission Impossible 3 for the first time. Tom Cruise running, and then he gets the bad guy and he stops and he goes like this.
Yeah,
to
so
shoot.
he doesn't do that because he lacks confidence in his abilities.
I see.
Leon
Okay,
doesn't
sure.
need to move and shoot
Right. Uh-huh.
if you're good enough. So
I do really like the little freak naval captain character in RE4.
Yeah.
I do really like that character.
Mr. Kennedy.
You know what?
I do not like the president's daughter. What's her name?
Ashley Graham, dude.
Ashley.
She had a hard time.
I think we Shadow of the Colossus at number 2 is fine. Given the circumstances,
You're right.
I think we get out of here. Everyone's at least content. Some are even happy. And we call.
I think it's wrong. I think it is incorrect. But I do think we're not going to be able to end this podcast without RE4 at the top, which is kind of bullshit. But it is what it is.
Another successful mission, Leon.
Hey, Hunnigan. No glasses.
That first sequence in the town where before the bell rings like that, is cool. That's really cool.
Where'd
Tons of different
everybody
ways to
go?
approach that.
Bingo.
Chainsaw enemies. Did it introduce those chainsaw guys?
Yeah.
In a Resident Evil? Because I feel like I know they were in RE5 a lot too. Those are cool enemies.
Yeah. The
giant
dudes.
Fish thing with your harpooning, that's a cool
Classic.
sequence.
If you shoot
Doesn't
water,
feel great. The
it's
gameplay
fine.
of it, but
if
it's cool.
If you shoot the water before you get in the boat, it'll jump out and eat you on the shore. That's fun.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Just to be clear, I'm being nice. I'm not being mean. It would be so easy to be mean.
But you're not.
And I came into this kind of assuming I would be mean. Right. But what's happening is you're just unwilling to acknowledge any criticism of it. And that's the problem I have with this game at the top. It's not about the game, it's about you.
It all comes down to a skill issue, man.
Yep.
Here's what we can do, Shay. We'll end the recording, and then after we get off the call, I'll move Shadow. I'll flip him. Yeah, and then none of this matters.
All right, let us know in the comments.
If that's what we consider canon, I'm going to go back to all of our old docs and just move shit around.
That would be so fucked up. Let us know in the comments if you think Shadow of the Colossus or Resident Evil 4 should take the top slot. Your word means nothing because it's Resident Evil 4. But you can feel free to express yourself in the comments. I won't read them.
Yeah.
Unless they say Resident Evil 4. Then I'll read them.
Okay, Kyle is not... We all reply to comments on the party select handle. We kind of just... Whoever's there. You're not allowed to respond to any comments on this video.
I'm only going to respond with Leon Kennedy quotes.
I will go in and delete your comments.
All right, hey, this was fun, guys.
What's our top 5?
Our top 5 in position number 5, Lego Star Wars: The Video Game. Position number 4, God of War. Number 3, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Number 2, Shadow of the Colossus. And number 1, of course, Resident Evil 4. Everybody whip out your iPhone 4s and boot up some Resident Evil 4 mobile. You're in for a bad time. That version is awful. Don't play it.
Not in our top 5.
Yeah, not in our top 5. The Wii version, incredible. If you're looking for a fun time, the Wii version's great. Hey, thanks for talking about old video games with me, guys. This was fun.
Yeah, man. 20 years ago.
Shit.
It's a long time. We're old.
Evergreen. You mean it was like 30 years ago, right?
Right. 90 years ago in 2005.
like I said, sound off in the comments. What are some of your favorite video games of 2005? What did we miss? I bet it's probably in our honorable mentions that we didn't say out loud.
Yeah. It was a lot.
Yeah. And so, like I said at the top, don't forget to ring the bell, subscribe if you want more content like this on the channel. We do occasional live streams, like at least once a month, where we kind of hang out and play games that we've been playing called After Party. You should check those out. Hop in the chat live or check the VOD afterwards. And there's a lot of fun stuff coming up around Summer Game Fest. We got a predictions video that we're going to be doing and putting that up before Summer Game Fest kicks off. And then we're going to have the second half of our Fantasy Critic draft after Summer Game Fest. So right now, it's not looking very good for Shay, but it's anybody's.
Swinging. I still have GTA 6, assuming it still comes out.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be swinging for the fences.
It's anybody's game because we still have a bunch more games to draft, another one to counterpick. So hold on to your butts, and the winner gets to make the loser play a video game of their choice. I wouldn't know what that's like though because I never lost. So
as memory serves, we've only done this one time, and you did lose, and you had to play Madden, and it was very infuriating for Cody and I.
Also, hey, apparently there is a tutorial in that video game. I think you guys should have made me play the tutorial.
No, absolutely not.
Anyways, we're going to get out of here. My microphone's also trying to leave me. Thanks for hanging out and listening to us chat about video games. We will see you in the next video. Peace out. Bye. Hey folks, it's me, Kyle. Welcome. I don't know how to do this. I gotta do that again. What do we say? Welcome to Party Select.